And we are back from the break, ready to continue this fight against apes and now giant scorpions. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative, everyone. And we'll roll for the creatures that are now coming to play with you guys.
Actually, I have a question. Can I see the fire starting to spread?
No, from where you are, no, you cannot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get a different thing for that.
How difficult is it to get out of the canoe? Is that an entire action, I assume?
Yes.
Can he draw a weapon and get out of the canoe?
Yes.
Then that's going to be Loire's action.
Alright.
Oh, he would roll really well when he doesn't need matter.
And if you... Okay, well, it's not an issue now, but, like, if you were to, like, get out this side kind of thing, while there's an enemy over here, you would basically not get an attack of opportunity because you're undercover. You know, there's something protecting you. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone still need to roll initiative?
I'm good.
I'm back.
Did you roll initiative?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Huh. My initiative roll improved a little bit.
It's always nice when it does. All right, Lankas, you're up first.
Lankas, you're muted.
You're correct. Can I see the scorpions coming?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make, like, an illusory wall of fire, like, here, to kind of... Actually, yeah. Kind of get them to... My goal is, honestly, to get them to kind of more directly go to either side.
So,
Honestly.
like a wall of fire. Not the wall of fire spell, but a wall of fire.
Yeah, an illusory wall of fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically more just to try and keep them... make them hesitate, keep them at bay. Maybe make them go around it, so they have to take a little bit longer to get to us.
Okay, where did you want it again?
Could picture
Like
Finn's face.
Or right here. About.
Okay.
Sorry, we can just blame Ockar.
Wait, why?
Honestly, I would have done something
walls
slightly
of fire.
different had I been able to see the fire, but I would have make it look like it's spreading from there, but since I can't, I'm just going to do like a wall.
Okay. So you basically have a wall spring up, a wall of fire spring up there, whoosh, making it look like it would just be dangerous to pass through, kind of thing. Lafdul, your turn.
And I will shout out, "It's an illusion. Don't worry."
And hope that
Granted, I don't know
the
there's a real
enemies
fire
can't
up here,
understand
so-
you.
Well,
Yeah,
the
you
beast
hope they
can't
don't.
understand us, but now you guys know you can run through it if you need to.
I'm attacking with short sword, and suspecting that the scorpions are now going to divert to me, I'm grabbing a shield
Okay.
in my offhand. So I'm raising my armor class up.
So do keep in mind that if someone passes through this and acts normally, like as if it isn't there, then that is a pretty strong cue to even animals that it's illusionary.
12, Echo.
That is going to be a hit.
Well, these are large, aren't they?
Yes.
1d8 plus 2.
Alright, 6 points of damage. You stab into it with your short sword. Alright. And Loire.
Loire's just guessing out and moving over there, drawing his long sword and out, I guess, or shield as well if he's allowed. Buckler.
Yeah, you might want to not like move into combat range if you are like not actually attacking, just because like why make yourself?
Oh,
another
he'll be
target?
there for this round. Next
Okay.
round, he's just out of the thing.
All right, Ockar's turn.
Okay. So this gorilla's still there.
Yep.
So I'll swing. And Beowulf will bite. That goes 6 for me, 15 for Beowulf.
Those are both hits.
Okay.
Is Beowulf affected by fires? He's still an animal.
Yes.
No, it's in morale.
He is actually close enough to tell that it is not real. All right, so the two of you do cut that that ape down. All right, so that leaves just one, and what was he? I rolled for the confusion. Let me double check to see what that is. Oh, goody. All right. Roll randomly to see who it attacks. Okay. Lafdul, you got your shield out, right?
Yep.
Okay, what's your armor class?
-4. -4.
Okay. It tries to punch you with both of its fists, missing, but it does manage to land a bite for 6 points of damage.
Oh, don't bite me.
You know, wanted a little chunk of the juicy Lafdul meat.
6, so.
Alright.
45.
Solas, your turn.
My token's
I'm
not
casting
updated
Monster Summoning 2.
Okay.
So let's see what fun things we get.
Fire elementals.
Gnolls or Flint. And it's G6. Oh, 6.
Oh.
Then
Alright.
2 for each of the scorpions.
Give me a D100, please.
Oh.
Oh.
Is this a luck-based roll since I have the luck
No.
amulet?
No, it's just to determine whether it's gnolls or flies.
Okay.
Okay, gnolls.
I'll know.
Yeah, if it's or, then it's like just 50%.
Okay. And 2 for each. And they get to attack immediately.
Yep.
What's the
Do you
standard
want
weapon
me
for
to
a gnoll?
roll? Do
Yeah,
you want me to roll
60 20s.
Okay, 60 20s.
Oh, 120.
At least 2 hits.
19.
Okay, I will look in a second. I need to see what they're actually... Okay, and that is going to be 2 hits. Okay, so 2d4, please. They're using pole arms of some sort. 2d4 times 2.
Okay.
So that's a
That's
5
for the first
there.
one. And 6 for the other.
Okay, and 6. All right, Finn, your turn.
Well, Finn was reacting to the scorpions coming and is casting an Earth Maw and attacking that scorpion with it.
Okay.
It
Scorpion's
would
gonna
be
have
the
a
one
bad
that
day.
didn't get hit.
It's also convenient the closest one.
So it uses
awesome.
my Thaco.
Okay,
of
that's a hit.
14. And actually, I think that's high enough. I need to look it up, but I think it just got eaten. Druid. Where is it?
Unmodified 1920.
Okay, I'm very glad I put that wall up now. Now that there's more things coming.
Well, the
those
gnolls
are mine.
are from Solas.
Yep, unmodified
Oh.
roll of 19 or 20 means the maw has swallowed the victim whole, burying the character 2d4 feet below ground.
Completely missed that.
Victims can
Nice.
be dug
Okay.
out manually with appropriate spells such as dig or with magical items. A creature trapped underground will suffocate unless freed within a number of rounds equal to 1/3 its constitution score.
All right, let's see. Suffocates in what? How long?
1/3 of its constitution score.
Right. Okay, so we'll say 3 rounds.
And
Whatever it hit by. I
up
guess.
to you if you want me to roll damage on that or not.
Does it indicate that that's instead of damage, or does it sound like that's in addition
It
to?
does. It sounds like that's in addition.
Okay, go ahead and roll
It
damage.
says successful hit rolls one or inflicts 1d4 points of damage and then goes into the unmodified roll part.
Okay, yeah, then that's an addition.
Okay. Prepare for caltrops.
Woohoo! 22 points of damage. Okay,
Cool,
so
had a bad day.
the earth beneath it opens up and kind of like rises up and chomps, and you see the struggling scorpion just get taken down into the earth. It may try to dig out. I will see if it can get out. But if not,
That
it will
occurred to me too.
definitely
Scorpions
die.
are burrowers, aren't they?
Some of them are. Braxon, your turn.
Oh, wow. I just moved around the screen a little bit and I saw the third row. Right, okay, Braxton's going to try and chop this guy again.
Okay.
With the throwing axe. He's not throwing.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay.
All right, 4 points of damage, and that is enough to kill it.
Great. Next round, I'm going to get that flaming sword back. If I can do that without burning my hand.
Okay, Darrakar, your turn. Lankas did say that the flames were illusionary, but also you would like understand that moving through them and not reacting would make it kind of clear that they're illusionary.
Oh, I meant from Braxton's own fire.
No, I know. I was talking to Darrakar though.
Oh, right, sorry.
Because it's his turn, and there aren't any more apes.
Also,
Okay,
now I'm
I'm
picturing
going to
someone,
actually
like,
go around the fire just to allow the trick to stand for a little longer.
Okay.
So I think right about there, maybe. Not there. There, roughly. That's not too
Let's
close.
see. What's your movement?
I think you said 8 because of.
Yeah, so you could get in close enough to you could get in there and attack if you want. Because
Okay,
it's
perfect.
half movement, and you can still make a melee attack.
You got a pearl number as well, so you should have reach as well.
Are we being attacked by badgers with fishing rods?
What?
No, those are
No,
gnolls that were summoned by Solas.
They are friends.
Right, okay.
All right. And attack.
So they've definitely already turned to face the gnolls. That is because you're basically attacking from behind. That is going to be a hit.
Okay.
They're not large.
Okay. I will do damage as small medium. Okay. That should do it.
Okay, 8 points of damage.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So it definitely has a hard carapace, making it difficult to hit.
Yeah,
All right, Ingritha.
yeah, this thing is tough.
Do
Okay.
remember all the plus front that Darrakar don't know yet.
Oh, that's right.
So is the boat that he's under put down, or is he still holding it?
I think she dropped it because she attacked already, right?
Okay. Then she's gonna go through the flames that she knows are fake, and she's going to attack that scorpion with her hammer.
Okay.
That goes 16.
That is going to be a hit because she's attacking from behind.
Large.
No. All right, 6 points of damage. Okay, now it is the scorpion's turn. This one is buried. Let me see if it is able to dig itself out. Not with that. Okay. And this one here is attacking one of the gnolls. This one here. Let's see, what is its armor class? Okay. Okay, so that is going to be 2 hits.
Don't kill
So
my gnolls.
I need a d20 from you, Solas.
Don't kill my gnolls.
Oh no.
Poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one gets a pincer snaps onto one of its limbs. It howls out in pain, and then the tail stinger jabs into it, and you see it begin to convulse and collapse down dead. Okay, and then this one is attacking one of the gnolls.
Do they disappear when they're summoned, or
up,
do they
don't
stay on the...
Yes, they do disappear, and I need to, I'll move them in a second.
Heads up! Don't get stunned.
Yeah, well... May
So
happen.
when Solas eventually goes to the afterlife, is he going to meet this gnoll?
Probably all the creatures that he summoned, and he's just got to
Yeah.
apologize to them all.
Solas, I need another d20.
No, don't hit my gnolls.
At least they're
They're
hitting a
good
nose, not
gnolls.
us. Nose are not good.
I don't think that's
Some
going to be
are.
enough. No. All right, so both pincers grab, and it stabs its tail into the gnoll, and it also convulses and dies. Their bodies
So that's
disappear.
All afterlife is like.
Okay.
Solas says quick prayer to the gnolls that were helpful, but no longer with us.
All right, let's see. Ockar, second attack.
Yes. So that would be. Oh wait, I was gonna move over to a scorpion, so I move over to that scorpion. I attack.
Okay.
That should hit.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Medium.
Yes. All right, 10 points of damage. So you slash your sword at it, definitely scoring a hit along its carapace, causing some ichor to leak out of it, but it is still alive. Braxon, are you getting a second attack?
I got no one near me, and if I did a throwing attack, I'd be doing one hitting and one throwing, so that doesn't seem right.
Correct.
And I didn't do a +1 for a called shot, so I'd hit Ingritha.
Okay, so you do not then.
Yeah.
Next round initiative.
Lafdul gets a second attack with a
Oh.
short sword. But can he even get? It's within 60. Oh, he can, yeah. He sees the one that's buried. He's not attacking that one.
Well, it's buried. You can't attack it anyway. In fact, let me put it on a different layer so that you don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might hit. 1d6 plus 2.
Yes, that is definitely a hit.
But just barely.
Yep, that should take care of initiative.
Not yet. Well, you can keep that roll though. Okay, 10 points of damage. Okay. So you stab into it with your short sword. It is still alive. Okay, now it is initiative time. So that scorpion in front of you, Lafdul, with that hit, it has caused it to go into some sort of frenzy.
Oh,
Okay.
great, Lafdul, you made it worse.
He's feeling a little bit braver, not by much.
All right, I'm gonna roll
He's
for
seeing
the
the nose go down.
I'm gonna roll for the gnolls as well. So they will go on that.
What's the sword initiative 5? Well, he's got his sword out last round, so this round he can get buckler out as well.
Okay.
Although
Well, no, he got his shield out last time because he didn't do anything. He just moved.
Yeah. I'm just saying what his movement is. It'd be unencumbered too. 5. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll? Okay. Lafdul, you're up first.
He continues the assault with a short
Okay.
sword.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
And that's gonna hit.
Man, I don't get to use the frenzy attack for the scorpion.
It's
That's
dead.
no fun. You do
Good.
kill it with a quick stab. It spasms a bit and then collapses. Lankas, your turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just step out from underneath the boat.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a careful shot on this one with
Okay.
which is -4, right?
Yes.
Sling. Likelihood is pretty low, but okay.
Yeah, that is going to be a miss. Okay. Ockar, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to slash at this stupid little scorpion next to me.
Okay.
While Beowulf was running over to bite, let me roll his attack. And you can tell me what happened. Oh god, we both crit fail.
Do you hit each other? Does Beowulf run into you? Yeah, you must have got jostled or something,
Yeah,
and you just
so-
threw your weapon out your hand.
So he accidentally nips you, so for 1d4 points of damage on you, Ockar.
Okay.
And that causes you to lose your grip and send your sword flying. So you take 2 points of damage.
He's got a taste for blood now, so...
He's tasted blood before.
Yeah, he's bit plenty of people.
Yeah. And
What
your
has he bitten you
sword
before?
So
goes...
He
Ockar's
has
gone
done
from
one.
Ockar's gone from paladin to paladina.
your sword is over here, Ockar.
Okay.
That was really
Can you
bad,
point out again?
Big Mac.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Finn, your turn.
Okay, Finn's gonna go run up here and take a swing at this one.
Okay.
That goes 14.
That is a hit.
So that I think is my D8 plus 1, since it's D6 plus 1. Okay. And then plus 3, so plus 4.
All right. 8 points of damage. You crush the life out of it with your mace, right? You're using the mace?
Yep.
All right. Yes. You bring the mace down on it just as it was wheeling around to attack the other creatures that have come up, and there's just a sickening splat. Let's see. All right, that the scorpion that got buried will not be able to work its way out.
It became fertilizer.
So Finn basically killed it and buried it.
Ah, 2 and 1.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Braxon's
Added
burning
bonus.
a small fire.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I will cast Ice Storm to try, or is that
He's
too
got-
big to put out?
I mean, you
With
can
Ice Storm.
try put it out with the ice storm.
That would make
Yeah.
a massive.
I didn't do that one.
Yeah, I try to put the spell out with the fire out with Ice Storm.
Yeah, Lafdul's getting away a little bit.
Probably better than fire.
Okay.
You do the
Storm
sleep
version.
version or something like that.
So you're doing this. Yeah, you're
the
doing
Sleet Storm version.
sleep version. Okay.
Yeah, the other one wouldn't put it out.
Okay, so that will put the fire out. And let's see. That is going to be magical cold. So
Item saving throw.
yeah, so I need a D20 there, Braxon.
Oh, you're gonna destroy my weapon, Woodle. Saving throw.
Maybe.
I mean, anything short of like a 1 or a 2, that's a really powerful weapon.
Okay. All right, are you going to search for your weapon, Braxon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it starts burning more things.
Well, I assume it's still on fire.
Well, the fire's been put out in
Smothered.
general, so you do go find your find it. It is intact. It is fine.
Okay. I was gonna chuck water over the fire.
You got a wand of fire extinguishing. It doesn't
Not on me.
just for small. Oh, really?
Didn't bring it. Yeah, I didn't
It's
bring
just
it.
a wand.
I know.
If
but
you
I
didn't bring it, he didn't bring it. It's fine.
All right.
It wasn't on my list that I wrote, so I didn't bring it.
Okay. So with that, you'll need to wait a bit for the ice to go away, because this is coated the area, but the gnolls will also go away.
Solas will thank the gnolls for their help and say a prayer for the departed gnolls.
Ockar will go retrieve his sword.
Okay.
While we're waiting for the stuff to cool down, Lafdul will try to write some notes about scorpion being deadly venomous creatures. He's writing a book when he gets there.
You mean warm up?
Oh, yeah.
When you are writing the note, Solas mentions specific variants of scorpions are deadly poisonous or venomous.
Yeah, I'll look at the corpses and see if I can write some details about the coloration and stuff.
I'm going to memorize those because I want to
recognize a deadly monster like that the next time I see it.
All right. So once the ice has melted, you guys are gonna get back underway of moving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've wrote about these huge scorpions before on Chislev and Krinspace.
There might have been different scorpions.
Yeah, they're different scorpions, but you know, it's the same family, I guess.
Okay.
What's
right.
the name of this planet?
This is Ginsel.
Install.
Okay. So you do manage to get your canoes down to the bottom of the cliff and the waterfall without any further incident. Although the forest does feel even more oppressive at this point. The fire didn't help. Yeah, that's how that's how it's spelled. Lafdul.
No, thank
So you get the canoes back in the water and begin to paddle. And let me see something real fast. Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to get up to. You can't see that. You can get up to about this point through the rest of the day. Let me actually double check.
Type F is the deadly poison, isn't it? Save or die.
I don't remember.
Right.
I any of those I have to look up. There's a reason why when I write them down, I make a note. Okay. Let's see. So that took about 2 hours of movement, and then you get another few hours of rowing in as the sun begins to set. Let's see. However,
Was that catfish giant?
yeah, it was very big. It's very, very big.
Yeah, it's a classification. I'm writing about the whiskers when they did contact poison.
I'm not sure we'll see one again because that was in a lake. And
No, but
no, that was in the
been
river.
over
No, that was in the river.
yeah, and I was hit by it, so Lafdul's, writing a book of poisons and toxicology and cures and how to deal with them.
So
Just a ring of regeneration with you.
So again, like you've got the cliffs on one side, basically the northeastern side, and you've got the basically flat ground on the western southwestern side. As you are thinking about pulling your ship your canoes out of the lake, you do see a small group of large cats, predatory cats, on the southwestern shore. The other shore, occasionally the river varies between like right up against the cliffs and up to like 20 feet of kind of shoreline at times. The cats on the other side, they're not going into the water, but they seem to be stalking you.
Right.
It's getting about the time that you want to pull off for camping.
And they're on the side that doesn't have cliffs, and we can't camp on the other side because there's cliffs.
Well, you can try to camp on the cliff side sometimes because it varies between like no shoreline at all, like the river goes right up to the cliffs, and then sometimes there's up to 20 feet of actual shoreline.
What if Solas dug us a little cave to have like a little nook on the side of the river with his bunny?
That, while possible, I don't think that's. First of all, I would have no idea how structurally sound it is. Just to dig something like that there.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Also, it's not easy to dig something like that while you are on a boat.
If we'd be getting out the boat onto a small shore.
You'd be using your bunny to do it.
If Finn thinks that side's safe, then Braxon will go for that.
Are there
How many
shore to go on the cliffside at this point?
It's been varying between no shoreline and up to 20 feet of shoreline.
And
Yeah.
is there any now?
I mean, you might have to go back up river or continue down river for a little bit to find a spot. Like there are spots, you have to find it. It's up to you whether you guys want what you guys want to do.
Well, what say our survival expert Finn?
Yeah, he's just typing something.
Yeah.
He says he votes for one of the shores at 20 foot. The cliffs on one side, and we can't easily ambush them. Yeah.
Because Loire has seen the cats, the predatory cats, can he make an educated guess of animal law as to where they might be living so we don't try to camp in that area?
I'm going to vote to go along with Finn.
Okay. So first, give me an animal lore proficiency check.
Where is that? I know he's got it in there somewhere. Nope. He's still failed by 2.
Yeah, so these are
under
not
140.
What?
140 the target number.
Why is it rolling this? The 14, it shouldn't be. It's plus. Oh, wait, what is it? I put no plus 0 instead of. That's all it is. It'd still be that.
So, these are different enough from the cats that he's seen before, and with the way that the forest is, really not sure. His best educated guess is that they're going to have a den somewhere, but if they've been stalking you along that side of the shore, then you're within their territory, at least on that side of the river.
Yeah.
Mm. He should know that. Now that he knows what type of animals that might potentially attack us at night, he could set a specific snare for that type of animal.
I mean, it's like there's 3 types of snares that you can set: small ones, large ones, and man traps. So
It's not like you can set snares for this is a snare for a bunny, this is a snare for a badger.
well, I mean, you can sort of, but those would be the small animal ones.
Yeah.
It says in the animal law that you can make a. But I'm guessing that would be based on a success.
Oh yeah, you would definitely have to succeed with an animal lore.
Yeah, that you would get a +2 with that, but yeah. Plus set snares.
And that would be if you're trying to capture one, as opposed to like protect your camp from.
Yeah,
something.
it's to tear and to scare off or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just go with a noise trap, I guess.
All right. So, sounded like Braxon and Finn both were suggesting the cliffside shoreline. Any objections? Anyone else have anything else to add?
Tents. even get there?
It's 20 feet.
Yeah, when you say cliffside, has it got suitable anchorage?
20 foot's enough to get a boat on the shore.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I didn't know how. Alright, that's fine. Thought you might struggle to get like pegs to hold the tent down in or something.
I mean, maybe, but you won't know until you get onto the shore and find out.
I suggest we give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay. All right. So you pull the canoes up, and you basically get them you want them as much out of the water as possible, right?
Yeah, so they don't get washed away.
Yeah.
I will give Lankas to you good berries so he can top himself up. And he just
I will help haul them out.
How much would you otherwise heal a night?
I mean, it's one, but they're expiring over time, so you might as well use them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll normally recover 1 hit point at night if you get a good night's rest.
I took 10 hit points of damage myself.
Oh,
I can
you can.
cast Cure Moderate on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got spells first, and it's a tiny bit that gets good berries. I mean, I have my temporary healing potions as well.
All right. Finn, are you casting Create Campsite?
Yes.
Okay. Any other spells that you want to cast as well?
I'm casting some.
I will set a Wyvern Watch to watch the southern approach.
Okay.
I will cast
Braxon.
also Cure Light Wounds on Darrakar since the Cure Moderate didn't heal him full.
Okay.
Braxton's not going to do his D-shaped. He's not going to do his D-shaped patrol because
I figured.
he'd walk straight into the cliff.
You don't want to rub your face against the cliff. That's how you find secret doors. Games have proven that.
Come on, Braxton, search for
done-
secret doors by your face.
If Dungeon Master taught me anything, it's like that constant sound effect when you keep like every time you go into a wall. I'll just give you the 5 good berries so you can top then. There.
I think he said that he was down 8, so I healed him
Was he?
with 5.
He said 10.
I thought you said 10.
Was down 10.
Okay.
What? You're down 5 now.
That works.
So I will knock off 5 more good berries.
Okay.
Alright,
Did
so
you want to
I'm down
cast
to
any
32.
spells, Lafdul?
I have Circular Privacy, 4th level Traveler's Sphere spell. Let's say Pound of Salt, and it reduces the encounter rate by 50%, but I assume that nature's working against me, it's not going to be as good.
So, the Create Campsite does that as well. So let me take a look at that.
I'll also be casting the anti-vermin barrier.
Okay.
That's good. Just in case those insects try and fly over the river.
Put that past them.
Oh, yeah, well, it also reduces all sounds and scents, so one's the Crate Campsite does the camouflage, this one does sounds and scents.
So keep scorpions away.
Wow, not huge ones.
Normally, the Create Campsite grabs materials to make beds and stuff and all that stuff.
Well,
Is
it
there
doesn't.
any-
It doesn't need to do that if
it-
you have equipment for it.
All right, but you said it also makes fires if we want one. But
Yeah.
is there stuff on this side to make fires out of, or is it just bare ground?
It's not bare ground. There is plant life, and there are trees up above. So there are branches that have fallen.
There
down
is
here.
my literal tree steed that I can use. It might be a bit wet, but once it can be turned into firewood.
How long does your tree steed last?
An hour
Okay,
11.
so I'm
Done
going to
9
say that
hours.
I'm going to guarantee that like Circle of Privacy with Create Campsite will ensure that you have a 50% reduction as opposed to further than a 50% reduction.
Mhm.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Better than being attacked every single night. And it is a pound of salt.
You don't like to be attacked every single night? That's no fun.
Not when we got spell memorization to pick.
Fun.
That's why I wasn't healing Darrakar. I was like, I don't need to add my specific spell memorization to be longer when other people can.
I mean, we
add
haven't
up.
been attacked by during our sleep at yet.
Yeah, no, we haven't, have we?
There's been few attempts, but our protections have held.
Okay. So let's see. That was an extra 2 hours, so you are getting in into camp rather late. But that's fine. Anything anyone wants to do before going to sleep? Like if you need to, healing any healing that needs to be done beyond
I
what's already
assume
been
I'd
done.
regenerate mine.
Still wool down 5. I'm
I-
not sure.
I gave you 5 good berries.
Yeah, good berries
Oh, okay.
heal
I,
1 each.
I thought that took care of that. Oh, okay. Okay, I
I
misunderstood
will,
the conversation.
I will use the fish again, like every time we've camped here to
Okay.
fill the water skins for those who want it.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Braxon's going to check over all the canoes to see if we need to ask anyone to take a mending spell.
Okay, give me a shipwright, ship carpentry check, please.
Uh-huh.
I've only got shapewood, but Solas is mending.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Oh.
Okay, you're
This
not
is so
noticing any
far.
issues with the canoes. As far as you
So
can
we
tell, they're
find out.
intact. So
Yeah. Yeah, they look fantastic.
Where we find out one of them's magical or something.
I mean, if you don't see anything wrong with them, there's most likely there isn't anything major wrong with them.
Yeah.
Until it happens.
okay, so you begin to bed down. You get the Leoman's Tiny Hut cast again,
Yes.
and no changes to watch or who's sleeping where.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a question for Finn, if he's about.
Ben?
42.
Yeah. Did you say you were going to check the weather or not?
Oh, yeah. I will cast weather prediction.
Okay.
Because it would determine if I'm taking my anti-rain spell.
The weather prediction gives you a strange result.
Oh.
There is not an immediate. So you're getting like kind of a mixed result in that it is both indicating that there is no immediate change in the weather, but it's also indicating that a terrible storm is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really make heads or tails of that. It's not giving you a clear time frame on that either.
Oh, apparently that spell's useless.
So the spell is lying.
Yeah, it's either giving false information or Well, we don't know. Oh, there was another thing, Finn. Do you want to borrow my boots to levitation, my ring of invisibility? Do you want to like see what's up and around us? I mean, it might be a bit dark, but
No, I think we're fine.
all right. I got attacked last time. That's why I was saying the ring of invisibility.
Right, so you were volunteering someone else to get attacked. I understand.
Well, I was going to lend him my
No,
ring
I
of
know, I'm
invisibility so
teasing
he
you.
wouldn't get attacked.
I'm teasing.
Because
Well, I will I will make sure I'm ready if a storm actually does come, but I doubt it will.
Okay. It does still feel like the sky is clear. Again, it's hard to see through all the trees and everything like that, but it, just light, fluffy clouds occasionally, best as you can tell through what few breaks in the trees you can see. Anything
How
else that you
many are
guys
we?
want, or are you bedding down? I'm sorry, what was that, Lafdul?
I was trying to figure out how many people we are traveling. 1, 2,
Technically
3,
10.
4, 5,
I think it's 8.
No, so it's
we got-
7 PCs, two henchmen, and Beowulf. So 10.
Mm-hmm.
For the purposes of
No,
most
it's-
thing, it's going to be 10 people.
I'm likely to start changing over my second level spells for more auras of comfort if we're taking a storm potentially.
Okay.
So I might need a bit longer in the morning. I mean, I'm not going to have everyone, but I'll have some people.
Again, you got
Like the
4 hours in the
casters.
morning
Yeah.
if you keep with the same schedule, so. Okay. So you bed down for the night. You got your Leoman's tiny hut. The tent is already made. And let me double check something. Okay. Okay. Darrakar, your watch is uneventful. However, Braxon, you awake at just about the right time for your shift from a terrible dream.
Uh-huh.
It was night. You were walking alone in the forest. Feels like this forest. The trees seem to watch you resentfully as you move through them, heading for the thickest part of the forest. The night is extremely quiet. It's just the sound of your footsteps. Occasionally, the sound of a branch moving in the wind. Very light breeze. And that is the only sound you hear until a wasp buzzes around your ear. You try to, brush it away with your hand, but then it lands on your hand and stings you. You slap it and kill it, but 2 more start flying around you. And still more and more come, and you're waving your arms wildly, and you start to move faster, trying to get away from these insects. But rather than brush these insects away, it seems to just have the opposite effect. The more you swat at them, the more you try to keep them away, the more insects come. And as you are running, you find yourself stepping through just like a carpet of small crawling insects that begin to crawl up your legs, and they're biting you.
Lovely.
Until you're completely covered and you can't even see anything. You're screaming, running blindly through the woods, but every one that you smack and kill on you is replaced by 2 more, and then you wake. You're shaking. You're just shaking with fear. And that was just about when Darrakar was coming over to wake you up for your shift.
Yeah.
Cold
You
spot.
look messed up.
Yeah, I had a dream or a vision that I was running through the woods being attacked by loads of insects. So I don't know if it's something in the forest trying to mess with my mind.
Well, don't forget that the spell earlier threatened nasty weather. Keep your eyes open out there.
Yeah.
So Darrakar then goes to wake up Ockar as well, and you take your shift.
Yeah.
So Braxon, you're like white as a ghost, and still shaking a bit through the course of your watch, but nothing happens during your watch. Do you and Ockar discuss this in any way?
Yeah, Braxton will tell Ockar about it when he wakes up. And he's not going to do the about having a nightmare or a vision about being attacked by wasps and chased by other insects and completely covered in them. And he's going to say it might be some sort of evil spirit in the forest trying to mess with my mind. He's not going to do the patrolling thing because we haven't got room for it. He'll say just sit next to Ockar and say, I guess we'll just keep an eye out for cats coming across the river.
Yeah, that's the best we can do.
Okay. Other than these feelings left over from the dream, Braxon, the shift with yourself and Ockar is uneventful. You wake up LaRue and Ingritha to take your place. Their shift is uneventful, as is Lankas's afterwards. Braxon, you have a lot of trouble getting back to sleep, and when you finally do, it feels like you barely just got to sleep when you're woken by everyone else waking up and beginning to get going in the morning. And you feel very, very unrested.
He's going to tell the others that he thinks some sort of spell effect might have been on him because he had this bad dream and he's stopped him resting properly.
Well, we were warned about this kind of effect.
Yeah.
Solas would suggest that Braxon takes a couple of hours of extra nap on the morning with the pillow.
Yeah,
before we
I was going to
start,
take a while for my spell, so got a few more hours.
Yeah, that's an idea. All right, he'll let someone else help with making food and stuff. And he'll have a snooze while people are getting their spells back.
Okay. You do your best, but it doesn't really help very much at all.
Is there like I can't. I'm doing spell memorization, so I would say have some of my old barber's tea that I've got on me. I don't have much of it left. Got like 2 uses to it.
My barber's tea will make Braxton sleep for a week.
Well, you just try it. I mean, I've only got 2 left, so if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. So,
well, it's not a good idea if he sleeps for a week and you got to carry him.
No, we'll wake you up forcefully. It's not magical. I mean, if you don't drink it, I'll drink it. So, I'll put some in a pot for him. If he drinks it, he drinks it.
Hey, that's up to you, Braxon.
Oh, hang on. No, this was the tea that makes people
Yeah, well, I'm hoping it'll help you sleep, so you're tossing and turning, so.
I mean, but you gave him the pillow and it didn't work, and now it's time to go. So unless you guys want to spend like an extra, like a whole day here.
No. We're,
Oh,
Brax-
right. Sorry, I misread it. All right, no, we'll try that for tonight then. The tea thing.
Brax is just going to push through
Finn
it.
has something else that will probably work a little better tonight.
Okay.
He's gonna bonk Braxon on the head with a stick.
So
he
what
does
he
carry
wants
a
to
mace,
bet.
but
Braxon,
I was going to cast a nap spell on you tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good spell, that.
So Braxon, during the day you will have a basically -1 penalty to like attacks, damage, armor class, any saving throws, proficiency checks, that kind of thing. So.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know if it's an AD&D thing or not, but I actually remember somewhere about a spell that bestows a night's rest on someone.
That's what Finn's got, nap.
Yeah.
I think Solas and Finn have access to Dispel Fatigue, which would probably work in this case. Not that they've got it memorized now, I assume, but...
Well, I mean, it's something to consider for, like,
future.
next time, yeah. Knowing that something like this might happen. Alright.
I guess Blessed Watchfulness wouldn't help you get more sleep, but it would counteract the penalties of lower surprise roll.
It might. I mean, he does have unfailing endurance, so it's not going to affect his ability to row. But he's just going to basically be a little bit slower to react to things. Not able to bring his full physical strength on things either.
I have to say that spell nap has one of the best spell ingredients that you can have. Pebble that the caster has kept in their pocket for 7 nights.
Yeah, it is, but it's just one of those spells you just can't keep casting.
I don't know. I like the brass knuckles better. Anyway, so anything that you guys want to do before you get going again? You're not seeing the lions on the other side of the river this morning.
How big do those? They're just like big cats. I guess.
Big cats, yeah, the size of a lion or a tiger. So bigger than a mountain lion.
Well, I prepared 3 Oars of Comfort if we get into a storm.
Okay.
So the casters, me, Finn, and... Well, I know Lankas is yet as well, but... actually, no, I'd probably take 4 then. Oh, this is cutting into my healing spells. I've got like 2 healing spells on me now.
Does anyone want to look at the top of the cliff?
Like try to climb up?
Yeah. Well, somebody had levitating boots, didn't they?
Yeah, I got levitating
What exactly
boots.
would we gain?
I don't know, just knowing what's on that side. But we don't have to.
We're going down the river.
Yeah, I know we are.
Yeah, unless there's something that is really following, we don't gain anything. And if there's something following us, it's not like we can do much about it.
We just deal with it as it happens.
Okay.
So,
I guess we just go down the river then.
I have light and load, but the question is to the party: do we cast light and load on the kayaks? Does make them more portable, but it might affect their buoyancy.
They're canoes, not kayaks.
Sorry, canoes. None of us would really know.
So if they're lighter, then they will sit higher in the water, which might make them more unstable if something disrupts them. Something attacks from below, or you hit rapids or something like that.
Is there enough weights around, like logs and stuff, something that we could weigh the canoe down to counterbalance, but if we need to dispose of it, we can just throw it overboard?
You're already carrying a lot of stuff. Like
Alright.
you got passengers in the in all of your equipment. There's not a whole lot more that you can put in these canoes.
You know, we're not having to carry stuff yet, are we? We're just going to put things in the canoe. So at the moment, the lighting load we don't need until we actually need to get out the water. And
Yeah, but there's been few situations where we've had to get out of the water to carry the canoes.
I know. I was just getting to that. So if we need to stop and get out the water, if you don't have to cast light and load at the start of the day, you could wait
Yeah, that's true.
until we get to an obstacle and decide whether you'd rather use it on the boats or the bags.
Well,
or
I can
rafts or
most
whatever.
definitely get the canoes and everything because it's a massive area.
All right. So if we need to stop, we just put all the boats together with all the equipment in, and then you can cast a spell then.
Who was close to being lightly encumbered then? Because if you're not going to have it, you are going to be lightly encumbered. Because
Well, I'm likely encumbered if I carry my stuff. But if my backpack and such are on the canoe...
Yeah. Not like I'm not encumbered while the stuff's in the boat behind me. Well, I'm lightly encumbered, but not with a...
Once we start having to walk a lot, then I can cast it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't need to cast it if we're carrying it on the boats.
And if you think about it, if we get all the way down the river without having to come out the river, and you don't have to cast it, you don't have to prepare it tomorrow.
I mean, there's that, but it's also if you fall overboard, then you're also heavy.
Not if we're not. Well.
Oh yeah, well it's in the boat, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is that benefit. If you cast light and load on the gear, if the boat capsizes, the gear doesn't necessarily sink so fast.
Yeah, it might actually float. Some of it might.
That is trade-off. So I'm not going to cast it now because the benefit of us having a lighter canoe might outweigh the potential slower movement for now.
I do remember that the lighter canoe also would be bad when we need to go on the river.
Well, I've got it prepared in case we need it. So.
Well, you could just do it on the equipment if you're worried about doing it on the canoe.
No, I'll save it for now.
Up to you.
Okay, so you're going to save it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else that anyone wants to do before pushing off and beginning to paddle down the river? Okay. So you climb in. You push the canoes out into the river, get in, and push away. And begin to paddle your way downstream. After about an hour, there is a loud crack above. Let's see, which boat? That is going to be the lead boat. So that is Finn, Braxon, and I think Beowulf. Yes. No, it's Ockar and Finn and Beowulf. Sorry. Braxon's in the third boat. So a loud crack from above you, and a branch. Let's see if it hits anyone or not. It does miss you, but a large branch falls from a tree and splashes right next to you, shaking the canoe a bit, splashing you with water. And this was a big branch, like very much a risk of shattering your canoe if it had fallen on the canoe.
Could we make a cold shot as it falls to try and deflect it with an attack?
It already
or
failed.
a shield.
There is.
You already missed it.
Yeah, no, like the about the only thing that might work on that would be a featherfall.
All right.
Featherfall is about the only thing that's going to be fast enough for you to do. And it wouldn't deflect it, it would just dramatically reduce its speed and
Yeah, well, you can just
damage.
push it aside or something.
But I mean, like, the time between it cracking and falling down is not enough to do much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, so that was definitely large enough to risk damage to the canoe. Are you gonna just continue passing, rowing by, or are you gonna do anything? Anyone?
Gonna look above.
Especially Finn and Ockar, being that it came down right next to you.
Well, there's not
I'll
much
look
we
up.
can do about it other than pay attention.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
Braxon's going to look up to see if there's anybody that's could have broken off a branch and thrown it down at us.
You don't see any people up there, no. Or any animals. Now, it is far enough above you, because that was from the trees that were on the cliff, that it would be kind of hard to see too much, but you're not seeing anything big and obvious.
Is the river wide enough that we can get out a bit so that we're not underneath any trees?
No.
Okay.
But we
What
are
about
most
the
likely.
Canopy itself.
Yeah, the trees are fully canopying over the river at this point.
I
Right.
wonder if the canopy itself is dangerous.
I mean, the whole nature
The whole-
thing. The land's
whole
working
forest.
against us.
Okay. So you continue on for another hour or so. So you can get... Oops. So you can get here.
Here.
mm-hmm.
And I want everyone to give me an intelligence check, please.
Unmodified.
Okay.
Apprentices or...
All right. So that would be D20.
Yeah, everyone.
Solas succeeds.
And great, that
Right.
succeeds.
Darrakar
Lankas
succeeds.
Loar doesn't. Wait, he
Me.
does.
Finn
No, he
succeeded.
doesn't. You need low. It's just Loar that failed.
Okay. Those of you who succeed the intelligence check, you notice that on the southwestern shore, at this point, southern shore, you can see amongst the trees close to the shoreline, there appears to be human or humanoid remains, bones mixed in with all the roots. Like the roots have like grown between these bones. You can see like ribs, a skull here and there, and there's more than just like a handful.
How
This
old
might
do they
be
look?
this might be remains of the
Druid
Baron's
party.
expeditionary force that we were told about.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking how old they
There
look.
might be a clue even.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
we should
say how
investigate
old they
that.
are. You'd have to get over there and actually investigate.
While it's risky, Solas would want to do that, since he would at least want to go and
Bury
say prayer
them.
for the dead.
Yeah.
I think us would want to investigate as well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, should we vote on it,
Not that I
or is
have.
anyone...
Investigative skills, but
Does anyone
Yeah,
object to investigating? We'll put it that way.
I don't think anyone
I'm
was.
good with investigating.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
While people investigate, I'll keep watch for trouble.
Okay. All right. So you paddle over to the shore, pull your canoes up, and begin to look. The bones are not recent, so you're pretty confident that these are not the bodies of the of Erin's druids.
Yeah, I think this is the expedition that the Baron led to the forest that we were told.
How
in the
long
village.
ago was that expedition?
Long ago.
Like multiple years, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It was a couple of decades ago, from what you recall.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
wow.
thought it was. I was about to say decades.
Do we find any signs like weaponry? Broken
Yeah, so
weaponry?
there's some bits of cloth here and there, rusted armor, like mail, battered helmets, rusty weapons,
Solas,
things of that nature.
Solas will look if there's anything that holds heraldry.
Might be
Okay.
something magical here as well. Never know.
So you begin kind of like picking through. You need to do some excavation in a couple places, trying to see,
Yeah.
you know, what there might be, and let's see.
Not that I have the spell now, but I will be looking for something that I might be able to identify over no history.
Okay.
The next day or something.
Okay, so they are. You do find some pieces that do have some remains of heraldry that you're pretty sure you saw at Breastspell. So that would definitely lead you to a conclusion that these were soldiers from there. So this probably is that that Baron's armor.
I will take it
soldiers.
and I will.
So that was on a shield. Sorry.
Yeah, I will take the shield and also, just to be sure, I will cast the detect magic on the area.
Okay.
Cleric version.
As you are doing so,
Public service announcement as I cast a spell.
It was a trap.
Bones come to life. They're haunted. Actually,
Yes.
it's been enough years, it might actually be a thing.
The funny part is, this is the kind of place where that could happen.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing we got clerics and paladins to turn them, so.
Yeah.
all right, Lafdul.
Oh.
So
funny.
you guys are all investigating. There is a loud creak and a crack.
Oh, can I attempt to tumble?
And
Instinctively.
a tree is beginning to fall on you. Give me a tumbling check and then a saving throw versus Rod, Staff, Wand.
Can I cast Featherfall? I actually did prepare it today.
Featherfall is not gonna work on a whole tree.
Okay.
Tumbling is a success. What was the second row?
All right, so you'll get a +2 bonus to your saving throw versus Rod, Staff, Wand.
Oh, my armor help in this case. I guess it's only if it impacts you.
Yeah, it is not. Armor is not helping.
The tree's starting to fall. I'll be looking to see what pushed it, if anything.
Ooh,
no, I think that's a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. All right. So you try to tumble, but you accidentally tumble right into the direction of the tree.
Lafdul's like, oh no. Lafdul makes sure his hand's not going to get crushed. It's
And
the
the
only thing that needs
whole
to survive.
tree falls on you for 20 points of damage.
No.
And you are pinned beneath this tree.
Yikes.
I thought it'd be worse than that. I was expecting to die. I'm down to 31
Get
hit
two
points.
2s on D10s, so yeah, you got lucky.
So
How big is this tree?
It's pretty big.
If Lafdul's crushed under a tree and we cut his hand off, does he grow into a new Lafdul?
No.
No, I have no idea, truthfully.
Well,
I mean, all just said no.
We're not trying that. I'm just.
I mean, at some point in this campaign, I expect it will be tried, but hopefully not today.
I'll try to lift the tree off of him.
Yeah, Lafdul's like, please, tree.
You're more screaming in pain.
When they are lifting the tree, Solas is trying to basically grab Lafdul and drag him off away from the tree when it's lifted.
Okay, I
Lafdul's
actually
putting
think
up-
I
Not
would
sure
then.
if this was a stability
cast-
issue or if it was just a place.
Yeah, I'm definitely casting reduce on this thing though.
Okay,
That might help.
reduce will help. And Darrakar, give me a strength check.
Yeah,
But
you got it.
technically- Oh.
All right, so let me see here. There it is, D20, right there.
Braxon's going to try and find a thick log
Yeah, pass.
that he can throw underneath the tree when it's lifted up.
And leverage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
altogether, Darrakar kind of gives a great growl as he lifts his tree. Even with reduce, it is still big and heavy.
I expected.
But that does help a lot, and you're able to free Lafdul in
As
one
much as I
turn
hate
rather
missing
than
this,
2.
as much as I hate missing this, do I have to roll item saving for us for crushing blow?
No.
Alright. But it's just so unfair. I do it to myself.
Yeah, no. It like the tree is
Not
kind of soft enough that it didn't do too.
Well, I'm glad it was soft. You know, I didn't feel soft.
But
I
yeah,
cast
you
Cure Mode.
hold on. So it does take you about 10 minutes to work it up in a way. Darrakar lifting, Braxon coming over, getting some leverage, Ockar helping on another end. And just like everyone working together to get this tree lifted enough that that Lafdul can be pulled free from it. And yeah, like that was quite painful, Lafdul. So then Solas
If
casts
they
a
just lift it
healing
up
spell
a
on you.
little bit, I can shrink myself down, and it'll be much easier to get myself out.
After we've got Lafdul off, Solas cast Cure Moderate on him, and that's the 6.
It still took 10 minutes. However, it whatever you did, it still took 10 minutes.
Oh, I would have got 1 hit point naturally regenerated in that time. Alright, 6.
Take a look at the tree to see if it fell over by accident or if something else did that.
So you know that Finn is a druid, so you like consult with him. Finn, give me a wisdom check.
I wonder if it's because of my magic that's targeting me.
Okay, Finn, there is no reason that this tree should have fallen over. The ground is not soft enough. The tree is healthy. It's not healthy anymore, but you're in fact now that you're examining it, you can see that it is beginning to rot. But it was healthy when it fell.
It's the corruption. It's trying to prevent us getting close.
Darrakar scowls at that. Okay.
It
So
seems that
we definitely cannot trust anything here.
It seems that the source of the corruption is worried.
I'm glad. Well, as much as I hate to say that, I'm kind of glad it landed on me, because if it landed on one of our newer members or our apprentices, they may not have survived. I have a ring that allows me to regenerate from most injuries.
I'm actually curious if he legitimately rolled and we were an option.
Yes, you were an option. I rolled for. I excluded Bjolmulf and the henchman just because I didn't want to deal with that. I wanted one of the PCs to be, like, to have to roleplay out what it, how you might react to it and stuff like that. But yeah, all of the PCs were potentials.
Ooh. Brax is going to go back and have a look at where the bodies are. Does it look like a previous tree fell on them?
So
that's a good point.
No, but there are some fallen branches. And Finn, give me another wisdom check.
Sorry, typing slowed by cat.
Understandable. So, Finn, you think that an earth tremor may have happened and caused like from where the figures are and all of their positioning and stuff like that. You're pretty sure that some sort of like earthquake happened and tossed them all about and just really did a number on them in that way.
I don't
Yeah,
imagine
that's
that
something
they
to look
all
forward
died.
to.
So, I mean, like, more things might have happened, like there might have been animals involved too, but, it's impossible to tell now. Because any sign of the animals would be confused by any sort of carrion activity, scavenging activity, as well as, just time.
Should we?
It's almost like this place is guarded by the spirit of an evil druid.
Or just that evil
Well,
king or whatever.
Well,
mean, if-
the source of the corruption was druidic magic that was corrupted by fiend blood or something like that.
So it's able to make use of that.
I think I lost my detect magic during that time. Or did I even
You did
have
not
time
get a
to cast
cast.
it?
You did not get a cast.
Okay. I will cast a detect magic to check the area if there's any magic.
Okay.
That would have been good to know if that was a magical influence at that time.
So you are able to see that with that there is one skeleton that has something magical. He's partially covered by plants and dirt. And give me an intelligence check.
It's his bone.
That's a pass.
All right. There's definitely something magical in the water.
Also in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I will point these two out.
Are you going to get it yourself?
Well, I'm going to go to the skeleton, but I also point that there is another magical source on the water.
In the water,
In the
rather
water.
than on the
Yes.
water.
In the water.
In the water.
Oh, I'm injured at the moment. I'm not doing anything.
All right, so you go over
next going to
to
happen?
you go over to the skeleton, and you'll need to do some excavation to clear it out. But you're pretty sure it's wearing a suit of mail that's magical, and the skeleton is still clutching a sword that is magical.
Okay.
Oh,
Do they either of them have any heraldry?
You'd need to completely excavate them to tell.
Okay. I will point out that there is magical suit of armor and sword here.
Get your rabbit, excavate this place out and bury all the people.
Dig spell would be too much.
Well, you can bury the bodies afterwards.
Yeah, but that's after we have done what we need to do.
Yeah, I'd rather bury them.
There's
in a
also dozens of
forest
bodies.
without desecration.
There's dozens
what
of
did Owl say?
bodies.
Yeah.
They're dead. Who cares?
But I will
I
point
guess
out
you're
that
not religious, Lankas.
I will point out that these are this is most likely the Baron's body.
If you need another reason, Lankas, these things might come back and be a problem for us later if we bury them on desecrated land.
I will say that we should take this sword and armor and deliver them to the Brespel, potentially. And what did anyone fish out the other magic source that I pointed out?
No one has done anything. I've been waiting for
no,
someone
yeah.
to say that they were doing something, and no one has done anything.
Lafdul would, but he's injured, so he's
No, I know.
he's
You
sitting
said
down
you
and
weren't
rest.
doing anything. I understand that. I'm waiting for people to actually say what they're doing.
I know.
I'll give it a try. I'll see
Oh.
if I can actually find the thing.
I'll stand by and help if something happens.
Right, so to be clear, I'm not expecting like everyone to jump on some things, but I am expecting someone to choose to do something. So Lankas is, you know, totally understandable that you might not be the one who wants to do these. Darrakar, you're going into the water?
Yes, I'm going in the water and looking for the item they mentioned.
Okay, are you doing any preparation before doing so, and can you swim?
Can I swim? That is a very good question.
How deep did
If that is going to actually reflect on whether or not I go through with this, because if this is deep water, I might be crazy.
Well, take your armor off if you're going to try anything like that.
How deep was the source of magic?
You're not sure.
I cannot swim, so no, that would not be a good idea for me to dive in there if that's what it's going to take.
Finn
I do
will
have
take the form of a crocodile and go down.
Is there a skill that you need to swim, or is it just we decided?
No,
it's a proficiency. It's a proficiency.
Right.
Okay, so you actually need a swim proficiency to swim.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there. So,
Like I could
give me
try
a
to
second.
tread
Give me a second.
water,
Give me a
but
second.
it'd be very-
Hold on. Like, you're not completely helpless and completely immobile in water if you don't know how to swim. You just do not have like you can still dog paddle. You can still try to tread water. There are basic things you can do. The reason I was asking because someone who can swim is going to not go as like they're going to be willing to go deeper than someone who can't.
Got it.
So, Darrakar, are you willing to go in at least a little bit? I know Finn is going to change into a crocodile. That's fine.
I'm willing to go in a little bit, but if I really have to tread water, I'll probably turn back.
Okay.
Braxon is going to get his armor off, and he's going to find a branch that looks like it's not going to drop off, and
Okay,
then
I'll
he's
take
going
off.
to tie a rope to it, and then he'll go down from the rope into the water.
I'll take off my armor before I go in.
Okay. All right. So Braxon, Darrakar, and Finn are going to head into the water.
Lafdul's just looking up at the trees very suspiciously.
Braxon's not putting his magic rope in the water. He's using the other rope he just bought.
Okay.
His magic rope turns off in the water for some reason.
Does it?
Solas is respectfully excavating the stuff he found.
Okay. All right. So Finn, you dive down. Give me a quick Constitution check from Darrakar and Braxon.
Do they get the bonus from?
Yes.
So it's +4.
Yeah. So -4 to the roll.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be -3 for Braxton because he's got a penalty. So
both passed anyway.
Yeah, that is both pass. Okay, so you get good gulps of air, and the water is kind of murky, and there's a lot of water plants as you're going, but you do see that there is an armored skeleton that is out a little ways into the water and about 10 feet deep.
Still armored.
It's magic armor.
Yeah.
Braxton's going to try to put the end of the rope he just bought around the skeleton and tie a knot that he can tie.
It's gonna cause it to. Oh well.
Okay.
It's going to fall apart when we lift it, yeah, but he's going to try and do that so that we can then haul the skeleton out. with the rope.
Okay.
You got a
Yeah.
crocodile.
I will help haul it as well.
All right. And Finn, what are you doing?
Finn will
Just-
help by pushing it, swimming up from underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, just to be clear, Brax is not pulling the rope while he's underwater. He's going to swim back up.
All right. As you do approach and try to grab the armor, the water plants all around you start to wrap around you tightly, and that's where we're going to end our session.
Nah. Damn.
A cliffhanger?
That
No.
is a cool end.
I will say also that you can see that there is more than just a suit of armor there with the skeleton. But you might need to figure out about this plant before you do anything else.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Up until the end, I thought I knew there was going to be danger, but I still, until the end, thought it was going to be the skeletons coming to life.
Yeah, I thought it would be a skeleton coming to life.
I wouldn't count that out just yet, though.
Who's been entangled anyway? Was it Braxon or Darrakar?
Braxon, Darrakar, and Finn are all being entangled by the water plants. Okay, let me
And
go
they're
ahead.
currently unequipped, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would think you would have if you have,
Well,
for
rings
example, a
and
knife
amulet
that is tool and such.
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
No
let me
armor.
just go ahead and calculate out some experience points. Give me just a second.
Oh, it's great when the guy who can breathe underwater isn't underwater for once.
Okay.
I would have gone in because I have the means of doing something about it, but I had a tree fall on me, so I had no reason to want to go in the water.
So it's going to be
So-
pretty obvious pretty quick because the rope that Braxon
It's just going to go subtly taunt.
it's going to start like thrashing around kind of thing. So you will know that something is going on. Okay. All right.
When you're entangled, that isn't paralyzation, isn't it? You need freedom.
I mean, it.
I had remove paralysis, but
Oh
that's
no,
not
no,
what it
remove
is.
paralysis does not work. That works on magical paralyzation, or I
Yeah.
think it might work on poison paralyzation too.
So I work out my XP this week and roll up a new PC next week.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe.
That's the plan.
Hey,
That is
you're
exactly
human,
the
Solas
plan.
can raise you.
And it's not like you are going to die immediately.
Earthmaw is 5th level or 4th level, Finn?
That is a 4th level spell.
Okay. All right. And Clear Path is what level, Lafdul?
5th.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be, oops, that should be that.
Oh, Loire might actually go up a level.
All right, 794 experience points for Solas.
Oh no.
844 experience points for Lankas. And for Finn, 994. Uh, 944 for Braxon, Ockar, and Darrakar.
944.
Yep. For Loire, that is not right. Hold on. 397 for Loire. And
Nope, he was
447 for
closer.
Ingritha.
447.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 447 for Ingritha, 397 for Loire.
What did? Sorry, I missed out on Lafdul at some point then.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's because I forgot to give it to you. Give me a second.
Or is close to a level.
1,044.
1,044.
I was expecting you to give him 300.
Ah. Did I? Was the clear path for the priest, or is it for both split?
Oh, you're right. So 794 plus 250 for your priest.
Hang on, 794 and 250 for the priest.
All right, anyone going up a level?
No.
Not yet.
Not
Nope.
quite.
Not yet.
Very close for Loire.
Okay.
Very close
like
for Ingrid,
90
I think.
XP.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, also, while you've been out here, pay period has passed, so you can go ahead and deduct that as well. I was just noticing that. All right. So when we come back next time, we'll see if Braxon, Darrakar, and Finn can survive whatever is wrapping around them underwater.
I think Finn's going to be better off out of the three of us.
Maybe, but crocodiles do need to breathe.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well,
No, last
Finn-
lot
Those are
longer.
also rather strong.
They are.
Finn-
That's true.
yeah. Yeah, Finn's going to have to figure out a rescue strategy and make it snappy.
That's
I
terrible.
mean, I literally specified that I would be like on the edge, kind of keep an eye on things. So
Well, the water is murky, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, the signs of struggle will make it pretty obvious pretty soon what is going on. Okay.
Yeah, since they did bring the rope.
So when we come back next time, we will see. We'll see if you guys will survive.
Yeah.
See you next time, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Fun.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks for the
Thanks for the
game.
game.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for the game.
See you next time.